Welcome guys to Sour King TV. I'm Sour King and I'm happy to have you here today. So today I'm gonna be educating a little bit about social welfare, especially when it comes to asylum seekers and refugees in countries around the world, especially in Cyprus where we are. So a lot of time you hear people talking about the asylum system being sponsored by the United Nations or the European Union. So in Cyprus in particular, you will hear many people say the Cypriot government gets money from the United Nations and from the European Union, which is not true. Something that you guys should understand is that no country in the world which has the policy of welcoming asylum seekers or refugees in their countries receive any money from anybody. So if a country is receiving refugees or asylum seekers, the country is responsible, solely responsible for their well-being. It is a basic human right. So many of you think that Cyprus is receiving money, the welfare money that they give to asylum seekers. It's been given to the Cypriot government by the United Nations or by the European Union, which is not true. And it's not true for many other countries in the world. Now, if this was true, of course, it means money, right? It means like countries are receiving money to have people in. So many countries will instead prefer to open their borders. So many people come in and then they get much more money. I mean, every country is out for economy, right? For their economic gain. So why would a country not want to receive asylum seekers if it's going to bring them a lot of money? If you take Qatar, for example, there are just 300,000 Qataris living in their country, and the country is made of about 90 or 80% foreigners, right? The reason why they accept this to be so is because the foreigners bring economy. So let's just take it from this type of base that if this system was bringing in money to a country, most countries will open their borders because it will mean much more money for their economy. And every country wants an economic growth. So what you guys in Cyprus should know is that Cyprus does not receive money. The welfare money which is being given is not being, they receive no help from no organization or from nowhere else. It's the taxpayers' money that they give. Now, if you're in Cyprus and you're receiving a welfare, you're under social welfare care, you are under the normal social welfare care that anybody, any legal person, any Cypriot in Cyprus is under, right? So the payment might be different in terms of amount of money that you may receive in a month. It might be different, but it's the same welfare, right? It's the same welfare. So now, some few days ago, there was this article on Cyprus Mail I'm going to put on the screen, which was talking about the new budget, the new budget for the welfare, which mounts to hundreds of millions, right? And this is strictly from the Cypriot government's cover. Now, of course, some people easily believe that the United Nations gives money because when you go around at many refugee camps, you see the United Nations and things like that. There is United Nations in every country which receive refugees and asylum seekers. Their main role there is to guide the asylum system process. So you see in Europe, you see Frontex and things like that. It's not like they bring in money into the governments where they are, but they bring logistic support, they bring legislative support, they bring rules that governs the minimum human rights. So they are there to ensure that those who come in these countries are not being refused or maltreated, or their rights are not being abused. So that's why you see United Nations and other and other organizations present in countries where they accept asylum seekers. Now, of course, that private owners, private companies, NGOs can bring in their own contributions, right? So now let's go back to the Cyprus Mail article, which was talking about the budget, and let's see what the budget for the social welfare in Cyprus is all about. So I'm gonna share this article on the screen while at the same time I'm reading on my own screen. So let's read together. So this Cyprus Mail article says the title is Social Welfare System Being Modernized, Minister says. So if you go down, you will see the social welfare budget for 2023 amounts to 620.5 million euros, marking a 4.6 million increase from the previous year, Deputy Minister of Social Welfare said on Friday. So presenting the budget to the House Finance Committee, she explained that 87.3% of the budget was going towards benefits, right? So the article's down and down and down to explain more, but this is just to highlight to you that the money which we receive as benefits, the money given to asylum seekers as benefits, comes directly from the Cypriot government's coffer. So the reason why I'm doing this video is that I notice some people think that the money comes from outside of Cyprus, but you should know it comes from inside Cyprus. It's taxpayers' money, so we should be grateful, we should be thankful. Even though personally I believe that a lot more can still be done for asylum seekers in Cyprus, but we cannot spend our time complaining without being grateful for the steps taken by the Cypriot government and the Cypriot people to provide the minimum human rights we need in Cyprus as an asylum seekers. Thank you for watching.